guys, Mr. Free Coiner coming back to you again today. Hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Alright, so today is December 24th, 2024. That's interesting, actually. 12/24/24. Interesting. So, yeah, another red day. And wasn't unexpected. It is just before the holidays. Things kind of calmed down on the crypto side. I think what we could be seeing is quite a massive or a nice pump after the holiday, or the holiday is done. We could see something really get moving after this. I think a lot of interesting news, a lot of good stuff happening. There's some talk about a XRP ETF, obviously. I think you guys know about that. And also some rumors, or not necessarily rumors, some things going on about Tether being delisted from exchanges in the EU. So that's going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and just take a look here. Number one coin, obviously, XRP is back up again. We did see quite a nice dip. I don't know if you guys had a chance to get into it or buy any, but boom, I think it is very likely that this is the lowest we will see XRP reach ever again. Now, obviously, even if we get up to 13, so $15, it could fall, 90% or so. It could get us back close to here, but you never know. I mean, what if it goes to 30? We'll see. Now, let's get back over here looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is recovering. Let's go into 7 days. It's kind of recovering. Bitcoin got down in there. It was where got down to 92,000. I think this was a little bit, 92,000. So we're back up to 98. We definitely need Bitcoin to really have a massive pump to get to the heights that a lot of us are expecting now. For XRP to hit $10, $13, we're looking at about a $500 billion market cap. So that's going to be, I think it's possible. I absolutely think it's possible. Now, to get up to around 20, close to $20, I think it's $17, $18. It would need to be $1 trillion, at least the market cap. And is it possible? Yes, I think it's very possible. Who knows what can happen? I mean, there's so many things that could happen for XRP, especially now that RLUSD is in play. Because look at how Tether affects Bitcoin. Now, we're going to get into that a little bit, but I wanted to go over something here. This article, and I definitely agree. Experts say ignoring XRP this bull run could be one of the biggest mistakes, right? So last bull run, I think, due to the events that happened back in 2020, or rather, 2020, at the end of 2020, it really kind of knocked XRP out of the top runnings. I mean, it did okay, but definitely it didn't even get to where it is now. But this particular person right here is saying that he believes that we could be hitting between $8 and $13, and a possible reach up to 10 times 30 cents, right? He says, and I'll go ahead and read these two paragraphs. He says, he also clarified that his chart aims not to predict price targets, but to illustrate price behavior. And that's very important because, no one knows exactly where the price is going to go, but the suggestions are, and if the charts, or if it does what the charts are saying, this is what it could do, right? Regarding potential targets, he noted technical price levels between $8 and $13, and I think if you're holding XRP and if you are considering, and I know some people really aren't considering selling it, but if you are considering selling your XRP or at least some of it, this is a wise place to look. I mean, 8 to $13, I think that's a very generous location and a very good price range to look to sell at, right? But let's go on. He says, in his view, if XRP breaks through that range, it could theoretically experience a 2x to 3x increase from this range, right? Potentially reaching the technical target for the contracting Elliott wave pattern, or I'm sorry, the contracting triangle Elliott wave pattern. However, this would imply a nearly 100x gain from the lows of 30 cents. So this is the thing I always look at. The fact that there are literally trillions upon trillions of dollars in gold, okay? And I think part of the reason why we haven't seen some of the OG investors, I'll call them, the traditional investors, people that buy stocks and gold and silver. I think part of the reason why, or one of the biggest reasons why those folks are not in crypto is because we haven't had any favorable governmental support behind it. Okay. And considering that now we have an administration who's coming into power that is very pro crypto, I think, guys, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be crazy. Now, of course, I'm no financial advisor, but considering, the things that I've seen over the past few years since I've been in crypto, right? Just looking at how the stock market has operated to the everything essentially, I think it's very possible that we could see some of those folks who are in metals or basically, because most of the people who are into metals per se, they don't actually own the metals. They own the certificates, right? So I think it's very possible a lot of that market cap could move over to crypto. Now, just think about it. I don't know what the market cap is for gold. I've looked it up before. I know it's in the trillions, right? But just think if maybe a couple or say $2 or $3 trillion comes over to crypto. And it goes in the majority of that goes into the top 20 coins. All right. And obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, the top 20s would absolutely go wild. And I think it's very possible now that considering we have the RLUSD, I think XRP could easily hit $1 trillion market cap. I mean, we know what it's going to be used for. It right now, I believe it is the most used crypto, or at least by businesses or institutions out there. And I could be wrong about that, but I mean, considering all of the talk behind it and all of that, I think it's very possible. $1 trillion market cap, maybe even a little bit more. But who knows? I mean, I'm not saying that is absolutely for sure, but I can say this, and I believe this with, you can take it for whatever you want. I completely believe this. Whoever is not in XRP or wasn't buying XRP when it was below $1 is going to be extremely upset when things really get going. And when XRP gets to where it's going to go, where it's headed right now, I think people are going to be super upset for missing it. So enough said about that. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, so now we're talking about XRP tipped for ETF approval. $100 XRP incoming. Now I don't know about all that. That would have to, what is that, like a $5 trillion market cap? Is it possible? I mean, there's enough money in gold for it, definitely. And I might go over that in my next video, looking at the different market caps and outside of crypto. But I know there's enough market cap into the metals to take it up, at least a couple trillion. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go to $100. I don't know. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it is. Who knows what is going to happen? But an ETF approval would definitely, how can I say it? It would open up the channels that could take it there. Now, will it be next year or in 5 years? Who knows? I'm not making any claims on that. I just think, as I mentioned, it's very possible. But I'll read just a couple things here. The price of XRP has experienced a remarkable surge this year following a positive court decision and the tailwind provided by Donald Trump's victory in the November U.S. presidential election. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where? Yeah. Okay. So applications for an XRP linked spot ETF have already been filed from various financial services firms, including Bitwise, Canary Capital, 21 Shares, and WisdomTree, alongside several filings requesting the approval of Solana linked vehicles as well. So, yeah, this could actually do it with everything else going on, and then also everything being settled with the court case, and that's coming, especially after January 20th. I mean, we're essentially just a little less than a month out from the craziest times that we've ever seen in crypto. I fully believe that. And then on top of that, we are looking at no capital gains taxes on crypto. I mean, there's so many positive things. It's hard to say how this is all going to turn out. I mean, maybe nothing will happen. I always have to leave that caveat out there. There's always that possibility that absolutely nothing extraordinary will happen, and we can kind of keep trudging along like we have been. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to see something, very different from what we have experienced in the past, right? All right. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, EU exchanges delist Tether's USD in preparation for MiCA. I did mention this a little bit. What I was considering about this when I was reading this, what it made me think about, how people kept saying that the minting of Tether always preceded an increase in Bitcoin price, right? And there could be some type of correlation there. I mean, it definitely looks like it, but nothing for sure. However, what if the same thing will end up happening for XRP? The minting of, now I'm not saying that RLUSD is going to be doing the same things as USDT had been doing, because that's some kind of shady stuff going on there, But as our RLUSD grows, right, as it's moving along, getting minted, because it has to kind of ramp up, right, that could definitely open a window to huge gains in XRP. It's very possible, but definitely Tether is about to lose market cap. I mean, if all these exchanges in the EU delist Tether, it's going to open up a lot of market cap worldwide, or at least in the EU, and that's a huge market over there. So who could take over that? Could be RLUSD. So, this guy right here, definitely, no name, he says Tether close to crash. EU exchanges started, and so he's saying they've already started. You have 24 hours to swap USDT for USDC. So okay, I mean, it's very well, very very possible that it is already happening, and that's gonna be really big hit for Tether if this is the case. If something doesn't get turned around, that's not going to be good. So I guess the main thing I want to let you know is keep your eyes open. There's a lot to prepare yourselves for. We could very well see a huge pump after the holidays, and like I mentioned before, I think it's very possible that we could see this pump happening as we head towards the inauguration date for Trump. Who knows? It could be that we don't see anything, and then we see something happen after he's inaugurated, or inauguration day. I'm not sure if he's going to be like out somewhere because of the craziness, but yeah, just have yourselves prepared. Have everything ready to go. I know a lot of you probably are smart in keeping your stuff off the exchanges, but if that's not the case and you do have funds on the exchanges, make sure you set up limit sells, so you don't have to, you're not trying to rush on the server or on the exchange and trying to do anything, because it's not going to happen, right? Especially in Coinbase. So just make sure you're prepared for whatever is going to come. Be prepared. All right, guys. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and the post notification button so you know when I have posted again. Until next time, this has been Mr. Free Coiner. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.